I revere this office, but I love my country more. It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president.
Just 1 hour ago, President Joe Biden addressing the nation from the Oval Office for the first time since dropping out of the 2024 presidential race. Biden says that his decision to end his re-election campaign was a defense of democracy.
On Sunday, Mr. Biden ended his re-election campaign and then quickly endorsed his vice president, Kamala Harris, for the Democratic nomination. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for 12 News at 6. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kadiba Devine. President Biden's Oval Office address comes as Arizona Senator Mark Kelly returned to D.C. and faced questions over potentially becoming Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate.
Tonight, 12 News political journalist Bram Resnick asked an expert what's going on behind the scenes as Harris makes her decision. Bram?
Yeah, Mark, Senator Mark Kelly and other potential running mates are undergoing intense scrutiny of their finances, their personal lives, even their social media. But as we saw with Senator John McCain's pick of Sarah Palin back in 2008, the decision on a running mate could come down to politics. John McCain told a top advisor he'd been a risk taker all his life.
Just the right partner to help me shake up Washington, D.C., Governor Sarah.
The Arizona senator bet his entire 2008 presidential campaign would get a jolt from a running mate that McCain and America barely knew, Alaska Governor Sarah Palin.
I love those hockey moms. You know, they say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
For a short while, McCain's bet paid off. Then the Palin bubble burst. He lost the fall election to Barack Obama.
The decision was really more about the politics.
Michael Thorning of the Bipartisan Policy Center in Washington, D.C., has studied how presidential running mates are selected.
No one other than Senator McCain is responsible for that selection in the end. Just like in this case, no one other than Vice President Harris or former President Trump are responsible for that decision.
Before Vice President Kamala Harris makes her decision, there's an intense vetting process for all potential running mates. That starts with a financial and criminal background check.
Probably more far-reaching than most people are used to for their typical job application.
Campaigns also want to hear from people close to a running mate.
The campaigns usually are sending out emissaries to meet with and interview people who know the potential running mates the best.
But Harris's team has just 3 weeks to complete a vetting process that usually takes months. Will they take shortcuts?
I don't think any campaign really willfully throws out the background check process, but they do have to weigh the politics.
Arizona Senator Mark Kelly is one of several potential Harris running mates being vetted. Kelly dodged reporters' questions on Wednesday.
Would you accept it as?
Again, this is not about me. This is about the future of this country.
In Phoenix, Bram Resnick, 12 News.